So we're hoping to host a 24-hour hackathon with students from all over the world. And it's called Scrapyard because people aren't building completely polished revolutionary projects. They're just building fun projects with friends. It's not going to solve climate change. It's going to just give them an opportunity to code with each other and build something they're passionate about and learn something along the way.
Here's the plan. We fill the space, not with decorations, but with
vibes?
Oh!
What is the agenda for today?
We don't know.
No, guys, just pull up the long...
Decorating the venue.
Decorating the venue. You know, finalize everything. Make sure we have the ice cream tomorrow.
This specific flagship event, like, we didn't get the venue until 3 weeks ago.
We got our hopes up, and then we got our hopes down, and then we got our hopes up.
It just like swings back between it's so Jover and we're so back, you know.
Yeah.
And where are we now?
Right now we're at we're so back.
We're so back.
We are so back.
We are so back right now.
What you want me to do? I've done it all for you.
Just for the camera, when we submit this dispute to Stripe, this wasn't there. And,
Unopened.
unopened right now.
Sealed.
Empty.
Dump it. Empty. Scrapyard starts in 13 hours and 40 minutes. By the way, let's sort them.
To make this kind of go.
Honestly, tonight was really fun. Like meeting everyone after like 3 months in person for the first time. So we've been working together for so long, and it's nice to actually, put people to the faces and the names.
And me and Scott were soldering stuff. They're working on the opening ceremony and getting check-in done. Ian wanted us to sleep earlier, but we didn't really.
The biggest thing is sleep. So we can't be up all night preparing for the event. We have to lock in for 2 hours and then sleep for 8 hours.
I just want to take a minute and go around and if everything goes perfectly, if we pull it off, right? What do you want them to be having up here that wasn't there when they walked in?
We're going to Fudo. Let's go. Fudo. We're excited right now. Oh, yay!
Got an extra hot
TLDR, the happier the better, and be creative. So your goal for this hackathon is to build stupid shit nobody needs and impress the people around you.
It's like a dumb trash can. Basically, there's gonna be a button to open it. Try to press the button's gonna run away from you. Eventually, open it, it's gonna trash talk you.
Oh, googly eyes! Will you tell me to get googly eyes?
Poker. I don't really know her.
Honestly, during the opening ceremony, I was concerned about how well the theme would get across to all the hackers because it's a bit of a counterintuitive theme. Instead of building something useful that we always try and build in our side projects, we were building something unuseful and scrappy, but there were some pretty incredible projects, and I'm glad that sort of came through.
Gambling is good for adults, right? What we're going to make is a shock bracelet that shocks you. The wins.
Doing gambling with shock bracelet.
And so the wins.
Gambling with a shock bracelet.
And we're making a rock, paper, scissors game that tases you when you lose.
We're making a game inspired by Desktop Goose, which is an app where a goose comes up to your desktop and it will mess around with you, it will steal your cursor, it will distract you.
So the character, they say a line, and then you're trying to match the exact same accent, pitch, whatever. And the person that has the closest voice to it would win that round. There's multiple rounds and there's leaderboards.
Yeah. And inspired by that, we want to create something called Desktop Circus. So it's a circus that lives on your desktop and there'll be bugs that come out and distract you from what you're doing.
We're adding gambling to your browsing experience.
It is a stock market app, right? What it will do, every 5 seconds, it will automatically make a random trade for you.
We're doing a game where you throw your phone as hard as you can, and whoever is more of an ape
wins.
But we added microtransactions.
That's right, baby. My turn. So, in order to buy stocks, you first need what's called a ticker ticket. Now, a ticker ticket gives you permission to buy or sell a certain stock, and it's time limited, so like you got 10 minutes to do this. I gotta first go to the store. You need to buy a loot box that'll roll you random items. Sometimes it'll give you stocks or futures or just like shit items. Sometimes it'll give you ticker tickets that give you permission to buy or sell a stock. If you luck out, you win big. But if you don't, you gotta go back to the item store, gamble more money, buy more stocks, and try to beat the algorithm that is currently buying and selling all of your items at will.
We're all building a website where like it shows motivational when really it's like really bad motivational quotes because it's supposed to be useless, and you just go in, you ask, oh, give me a motivational quote, I'm really struggling right now, and it goes, oh, just give up, it's over.
Backup lights on a person. Yeah, pretty much.
Just the idea that we can get people from all around the world into one place, especially technically talented and technically passionate people, to come together and build cool things. That's what's really fascinating.
I'm Lucas, I'm from São Paulo, Brazil, and I'm 16 years old.
I'm Vivian, I'm 15, and I'm from Korea. Busan Foreign School shoutouts.
I'm Kai Ling, I'm 18, and I'm from Singapore.
I'm Tong Yi, I'm 18, and I'm also from Singapore.
What I really like from here is the people. It's like to talk to people, to understand different realities. You see the profile pictures, the usernames becoming real persons.
Like seeing the similarities and differences in terms of culture. One of the things that was like a culture shock to us was that Americans don't drink hot water.
Yeah, no kettles in hotel rooms at all. But yeah, people come over to like check on our project, and it's like, I like the culture. It's really friendly, it's really welcoming, and the lightning talks are really cool. Yeah.
I think the vibes here are super cool. I just started approaching everyone being like, hey, I want to talk to you. It's a bit awkward to do that, but everybody's been really nice. I really like my team. I think we're a collaborative team. And I hope that our project ends up being super nice, and maybe we'll make even more.
I found it very interesting. Like a lot of people here have their own startups,
Yeah.
created like a lot of their own apps.
Right.
And it seemed like as more of an important thing here to like have, say, a passion project or something that you are very interested in and doing. But in Singapore, it's just academic.
It's hard to me because the language, but I'm living a dream. That's the truth.
So far, this is Biko's with a messed up hat club, so it just says club.
So you're doing this just like here?
Yeah, we're just doing it here.
We're not doing anything but work on our project, bro.
And that's
it's
what's
early.
a
hackathon about? Yeah, it's the night is young.
early.
The night is young.
So try to push this button, right? It says push right here to open it, but you go to push it, it runs away from you.
Wait,
Can't do
that's
it.
so cool.
Right, and then you can cheese it, and it stands up and looks at you.
Okay. And now what?
That's it so far.
I really hope this doesn't blow up. Wait, what's the jumping one?
You look like natural.
Can I call you Rose?
Check it out. You won.
What is that?
It's a rock, paper, scissors. Wow.
Here's the situation. We all woke up after like 2 hours of very sad sleep. The princess here is sleeping.
There were a couple of days where I was like, this is not going to happen. Like, there's no way this actually happens. And it doesn't sound reassuring to be hearing that from like the lead organizer of an event, like, but it's like a real feeling. Like, you've put a ton of effort into something, but it's all been like behind a computer. What if the venue can't have us? What if we don't have enough people there? Like, what if there's like terrible weather and no one can get to the airport? Like, a number of things could happen.
I started with venue search in LA, and then the fires happened, and it was just like, whoa, like what's going on? Like,
it was a little bit frustrating because it's like you build this this idea, this theme, you start developing organization and working on furthering this project, and now, you know, because of this event, you have to stop it completely and really restart at another location.
And I was kind of just like, I don't know how this is going to turn out.
They all emailed all these different venues: San Francisco, Los Angeles, Austin, Texas, and now we're here.
And also, Dave, the events lead for Hack Club, who sort of coordinates all of these events, he had a medical emergency the last few days of 2024. Like, he had been like guiding me throughout the process and sort of like helping me when I had challenges. It's kind of like when you take the training wheels off of a bike. Like, I was super nervous, and it was weird working without him for a little bit, but I think like through that we were able to sort of like get more autonomous. Those were like the two low points when we weren't really sure how it would go.
It was such a roller coaster, but I'm really proud of the team for just persevering so hard. I'm really proud of like how we kept on bouncing back no matter like how hard we were hit.
But yeah, we've been through a lot, and we still have the satellites to go in 2 weeks. And yeah, that's the most exciting part. That's what I'm looking forward to.
So, good morning, everyone. This is Podium. This is the first Hack Club event that we're testing it at. Testing makes it sound like it's not ready. Don't worry, it actually is. How's it gonna work? You all are gonna walk around, test other people's projects, and you are going to vote them.
I guess motivation. They're on. The closer you are to them, yeah.
Someone borrowed their friend's Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and then they're making a poker bot. Looks at your hand, and then it looks at the river, and it calculates your chances. But the thing is, you don't actually know if it's giving you the correct answer or not.
There was this group that built phone throwing. You have your phone, it uses like the phone's accelerometer. You start the game, and it's like who can throw their phone like the farthest with a certain amount of spin, and it's just like a crazy janky project that like no one would actually ever use in real life.
This is ROSS, which stands for Responsive Opposing Rock, Paper, Scissors Servant. The way it works is we have a peak on the back connected to the computer. We have a servo that acts as a physical rock, paper, scissors hand. So first it emulates a rock, paper, scissors motion, and then if you look back, we have rock, paper, scissors as the options. We're gonna click rock and you win. In other situations, you might click something and you might lose. We didn't figure out the taser, but you know what? I'm proud of what we were able to accomplish.
We built an app that distracts you. So one example of this would be you get notifications every minute. Another example would be you can talk to a really useful chatbot. Tell him, I don't know, how are you? And who's the president? Meh, Biden. really useful chatbot. Yeah. Here. We also have a translate app that you can translate from every language to every other language, but you can only translate numbers, so perfect translation.
Fastest translator in the world, okay? There's also a alarm feature where you can say you want a random alarm between 10:12 and 10:13. We can expect something in a minute or so.
An entertainment feature, as you can see, it's it's multitask, so basically I can play a random game on the bottom of the screen while I watch entertainment at the top of the screen. Oh, and look at that, it even allows you to switch between all these features.
We have liftoff soon, guys.
Super easily.
Sauce.
Do you like it?
27 hours ago, you were staring at the exact same first slide, and you had no idea what the event would entail for you. And now you've all shipped projects. Some of you have never been at a hackathon before today, and some of you traveled from around the world just to be here. I think that warrants a round of applause.
Especially when I was younger and I went to some hackathons, I would look at the organizers and I just didn't understand why they were doing it. Aside from like ECs or university applications, something like that, I think this event made me realize that the organizational process is actually, it's very rewarding, and seeing, again, all the labor you put in being fed back to you through like the passion that you see within the attendees, sort of the enjoyment of the event.
I'm really glad that I can bring this event together where I contributed this amazing event filled with people who love what they're doing, because Hack Club is this place where people genuinely love what they're doing. They love coding. This is their passion.
It surprised me just how much attendees were impacted by the event, because I had always gotten a lot out of hackathons, but I hadn't really thought about how it impacts other people at such a large scale.
I was helping a group of beginner girls. They wanted to do a basic like web dev website, and I was like, hey, why don't you actually learn how to use Swift or Xcode and build an app instead? And they were so into it, and now they're just like making some great progress.
They were actually like gaining skills, learning new things, and building friendships that'll last a lifetime. And I think that's the thing that sets it apart from just like, oh, it's a coding workshop, or oh, it's a hardcore competition.
First place goes to TTTC.